Those with the birth number of 27-9. So 9 is integrity and wisdom. 7 is trust and openness. And 2 is cooperation and balance. So those on a 27-9 life path are here to work through issues of balance, responsibility, self-trust, and integrity as they come to trust and follow spirit, manifesting with them and others, living in alignment with the higher wisdom of the soul. Since our life purpose represents an uphill climb, 27-9s eventually confront and have to overcome tendencies to mentalize experience rather than trust their heart. They also need to work through subconscious issues of mistrust and betrayal and open their guarded heart to find and allow the spiritual laws that are written there. In order to access the higher laws of their heart, 27-9s must first let go of their concerns about others' opinions and trust their own higher wisdom revealed in their feelings rather than their mental processes. The 7, however, often leads 27-9s to trust everyone but themselves. Teachers, masters, scientific experts, and advisors. To live by other people's theories. We can all learn from others, but 27-9s in particular are here to find final authority with the counsel of the heart. Although integrity and wisdom form the primary life purpose of 27-9s, 7 is the key because 27-9s have to come to trust themselves in order to access the higher principles that will guide them. Until then, all they can do is what someone else has suggested. Life provides 27-9s with many situations that repeat the same message. Trust your heart. Let your mind surrender to the wisdom of the soul. The term wisdom of the heart refers to the feeling dimension. Whether we call it conscious, universal unconscious, or intuition. 27-9s can become awareness training addicts or spiritual stewards, going from one workshop guru to the next, looking for confirmation and guidance from teachers, guides, or others. They look for guidelines for living. The more 27-9s monitor others' opinions, the more difficulty they have getting in touch with their own feeling centers. Since 7 energy tends to focus on the mind and leads 27-9s to avoid feelings that have in the past brought pain, 27-9s face a significant internal challenge before they can access and live in alignment with the laws of spirit. One indicator that 27-9s are focused in mental processes rather than connected to their feelings occurs when they use more words than necessary to express what they say. When they lose touch with what they actually feel, they talk around issues and engage in social chatter, but they aren't truly self-revealing even to themselves. Even with their outer social connections, internally, most 27-9s feel more like hermits at times. They definitely need their own private space. With their need for privacy, imagine how difficult 27-9 Elvis Presley's life must have been. He felt a sense of spirit that worked through him in his own way. accounting in part for his magic to millions of people, but he let others manage his life rather than following his own heart, and this destroyed him. 27 nines have to let their physical desires and impulses predominate over their heartfelt intuitions. And in that way, they lose touch with their own integrity. These individuals are not the best overall examples of how to live in accord with higher principles. Most 27 nines appear self-assured and have a natural charisma associated with leadership energy of nines. They're sometimes forceful mental ideas and opinions overcompensate for the lack of trust. These opinions tend to become beliefs in some idea, person, or method. Because they tie their identity to the beliefs and opinions, their beliefs can become illusionary, even when they start out with good intentions. The confident appearance of 29s or 27 nines mask a deeper uncertainty. They have a diffuse sense of identity and constantly strive to redefine themselves. 27 nines sometimes mistake their opinions for universal will. Because of the two, those 27 nines who have awakened to the higher service find meaning in providing support for and in cooperation with others. Such individuals don't need to preach, and they may not look spiritual at all. But whatever their role or occupation is in life, they teach others by example. Whether they use spiritual language is irrelevant. Leadership and inspiration by example form the keys to their life purpose, and they let their life be their teaching. If their life is one of integrity, then no words are necessary. If it isn't, then no words can suffice. Many spiritual and religious leaders have been 27-9, including Gandhi, these people have the ability to inspire generations with their own unique charisma. Other extremes lie the danger of charismatic teachers, many of whom are themselves 27 nines, who attract groups of followers, but who do not practice what they preach and excuse themselves by their higher rank or state of realization. They have their own issues to learn, as do their followers. Many 27 nines fear spirituality because of subconscious fears of getting too close to the flame, as in burnt at the stake. Whether or not they have conscious awareness of it, if they explore their psyches, most 27 nines find their inner resonance with those who were persecuted because their loyalty was to a higher law of spirit, not the current ruling order. Whether 27 nines gravitate towards spiritual ideas or avoid them, they feel a longing for higher wisdom, to know and share the guiding principles of life, as well as a deep need for compassion and understanding from others, and the ability to give back in equal measure. Those working 27-9 develop self-trust in their own good time through direct experience, not just learning from a wise teacher or reading books. In other words, 27-9s need to experience higher wisdom and feel this inspiration directly. They need to know and feel spirit within themselves and others. Ultimately, no matter how well their external life is going, a part of them will not rest until they've realized the spiritual truth. When 27 nines are working in the positive, these individuals have a depth and charisma based on their heart and the trust in spirit working through them. With their balanced, compassionate wisdom, they have also learned to trust spirit in the form of other people and in the form of life's circumstances, which no matter how pleasurable or difficult, they experience as teachings. Although their needs are often met, even in adversity, they feel thankful for the lessons they've received. They make natural leaders who teach by example, committed to service and expressing universal wisdom rather than rigid opinions. They help inspire others through integrity and their attunement to higher laws. They are natural leaders who teach by example, maintaining a feeling of connection to the higher will within them. They effectively serve others. When 27 nines are working in the negative, they will be deluded preachers or eternal seekers. And these individuals center their world around a particular teaching, method, religion, or philosophy. Quietly, they live according to the dictates or opinions of others and act as if their own opinions were sacred. Others who don't trust themselves may follow or admire such individuals, mistaking strong opinions for spiritual authority. Deep down, these 27 nines feel lonely and cut off from the world and form true inspiration in their lives because they trust their mind over their heart. They fear and eventually attract betrayal by others, even by their own body. For health, most 27 nines have a significant amount of debris floating around in their subconscious, including burdensome guilts from childhood. The 7 means 27 nines may experience a sensitivity around the heart area if they suffer from chronic, unresolved feelings of betrayal. Feelings of isolation or disconnection can lead some 27 nines to psychological disturbances, as well as to abuse of drugs or alcohol, which numbs their inner pain. The sad irony in cases of drug dependence is that 27 nines are looking to an external source to find a connection with spirit that is already inside them. The key to diet, exercise, and every arena of health for 27 nines is clear. They need to trust their instincts, intuition, and direct experience. They have probably studied theories or researched about nutrition or exercise, but they need to take all that knowledge, check it against their own intuitive system, and then act. They do well to recognize the consequences, both positive or negative, of action or inaction, of what they eat or don't eat, and of their habits of exercise. Whatever they do serves as an example to others around them. Because 27 nines focus their awareness in their head and mental processes, they have one of the least physically grounded birth numbers. Physical training not only provides standard fitness benefits for 27 nines, allowing for a balanced body and clear mind, but also helps them to stay in touch with the physically based practical realities of daily life. The exercise that works best for 27 nines is in the form they choose based on their own experiences. But meditation, in whatever form they choose, gives 27 nines a chance to rest their mind and find inner peace. And in that peace, their heart speaks. In relationships, those with 27 nine energy may have developed deep emotional depth or they may have created an emotional persona to compensate for their mental approach to life. The key for 27/9s in relationships is letting go of mental processes and entering a dimension of feeling, untroubled by the turbulence of thoughts, beliefs, and opinions. Their relationships offer the chance to experience a vulnerability where the lessons of trust are learned. For 27/9s, relationships are important not in themselves, but as a means for growth and communion. The issues that rise become for the mill and lessons on their path. Good sex for 27/9s is like going to confession. Sexually for them tends to serve as a means to find harmony, connection, and communion rather than just raw pleasure. They enjoy sexual relations to the degree that they can surrender to and trust their body's mindless wisdom and joy. They have a love of the outdoors, and 27/9s make very good guides, for example, but they also excel at high-tech careers. Those working 27/9 are creative in terms of finding deeper wisdom because they like time alone. They make excellent researchers. Most 27/9s excel in service and healing related work in the broadest meaning of those terms. Their natural charisma, which they don't always appreciate or trust, makes them compelling actors or artists, but their art feels more meaningful to them if they're connected to a higher purpose or motive of service. Stemming from their subconscious resonance with the vows of poverty taken by monks and nuns, many 27/9s feel a subtle negativity toward or mixed feelings about money and worldly success. If money is scarce in their lives, 27/9s may want to re-examine their positive and negative beliefs about money. They also benefit from exploring self-trust issues, which can hold them back in some areas of work. For 27/9s, money, like most things in life, is only a means to learn more about the workings of their own psyche. Their presence and depth pull 27/9s into leadership positions. They most often earn enough money to meet their needs and then some. You can help manifest your life purpose by focusing your attention on core issues and by generating specific action to transform key areas of your life. Trust that your deepest feelings will guide you precisely to the lessons you're here to learn. Every day, remember that spirit shines through you and everyone else. Forgive yourself of your mistakes. Don't take opinions too seriously, yours or anyone else's. Reflect on the following questions. Is your life an example of the highest integrity? What inspires you? Who is the expert on your life? Do you honor your own process and that of others? If these questions generate any insights, how might you put these insights into practice? Spiritual laws that can change your life. The law of higher will. Our willingness to serve a higher purpose can inspire us to inspire others. The law of intuition. As we stop monitoring others' opinions, we connect with our heart's wisdom. The law of faith. Only when we find faith in ourselves can we have faith in others. The law of flexibility. Staying flexible, we make the best use of difficulties and changing circumstances. The law of no judgments. The universe does not judge us. It only teaches us through natural consequences. Consider how you might apply each law into your life.